That is something I've had to do countless times, as asthma is a problem I've had to face since childhood. However, the inhalers I use seem to have a rather intuitive problem. Every month, once I'm done with the medical canister inside, I throw out both the canister of medicine and the actuator, when I could have very well reused the canister. While this doesn't seem to be a major problem, it's leading to this. With over 25 million Americans having asthma, we're disposing of an estimated 15 tons of plastic annually. But beyond the immense environmental impact, the generic, bulky, and unattractive design is something that I and many others struggle to hide. Innoware is here to change this. My name is Abhishek Ravindran, and I am the CEO of Innoware.
My name is Shine Huda, and I'm CFO of Innoware.
My name is Mikhail Sheikh, and I'm the CMO of Innoware.
My name is Louis Zano, I'm CIO of Innoware.
So the three major problems our CEO mentioned were plastic waste, stigma, and the lack of customizability. To address the major problem of plastic waste, Innoware will create a stainless steel alternative to the plastic actuator, reducing plastic waste by nearly 15 tons annually. To address stigma, Innoware will create a more attractive and sleeker design, creating a more positive perception of inhaler use. Likewise, the offering of customizable snap-on cases will give individuality to consumers, making them more comfortable using their inhalers in a public setting.
Now, we conducted critical primary and secondary research methods in order to become more educated in our field. Beginning with our primary research, we were looking for answers to questions based around how inhalers are currently perceived in the market today. So through 100 real-life surveys, we saw that the average consumer is not pleased with the way inhaler actuators look, scoring it a low rating of a low average rating of just 1.98 out of 5. 85% of people who took part in this survey also said that they would customize their inhaling experience if they had the chance to. Following our secondary research, we used literature review and data mining. Both of these tactics helped us get a better understanding of the field we're entering, our demographic that we're marketing to, and how we can maximize our sales through our snap-on cases.
So, to further analyze Innoware's potential, we conducted a SWOT analysis, and Innoware's greatest strength is our first mover advantage in that we are the first to utilize environmentally friendly and reusable materials in our actuators, and this will provide some visibility as we work to reduce plastic waste by monumental amounts. Now, like any business, we do have weaknesses that we must consider and address, such as the fact that we are disrupting a saturated market, and we do lack initial capital. Nevertheless, there are many opportunities that we can take advantage of, such as the fact that we can expand to other medical devices, such as insulin pumps and EpiPens, and the fact that we can introduce premium snap-on cases in the future as well. Some threats to consider include the fact that GSK and other major pharmaceutical companies do control this space, so entering could be slightly difficult.
Now, in our first year of business, we'll be offering the actuator that you see there, with 3 snap-on cases, as well as an actuator case bundle. Now, with the actuator case bundle, we will solely be utilizing our signature blue case design, but we will also be offering marble and carbon fiber designs as add-ons through local pharmacies. Now, as our business grows, we'll definitely be able to expand our line of product offerings.
Now, our pricing allows us to effectively target the financial status of our target demographic while simultaneously allowing us to maximize our profits. So our actuator, which is the stainless steel portion, will be sold for $10 at retail. Our customizable snap-on cases will be sold for $7.50 at retail. And the package, which my CEO spoke about, will be sold for $16 at retail.
Now, in determining our ideal consumer, we took in 4 factors of our customer segmentation. Beginning with our demographic, we were looking to market towards people aged 13 to 17 with an average household income of $80,000 to $150,000. Marketing to such a young demographic works in our favor because these are the people who are affected by the stigma associated with asthma and inhalers the most. Next up, our psychographic, we're looking at people who live active lifestyles and participate in sports, also who are severely asthmatic and use their inhalers multiple times a week. Also, our geographic, we're looking to market towards people in densely populated areas, beginning in New York City and Long Island.
Here we have 2 of our ideal customers. Meet Brandon, a 16-year-old student athlete. Brandon's inhaler use ties directly to his sports life, as he must consistently use his inhaler for better performance on the field. Because he leads a more social life, he's a little self-conscious about using his inhaler because his teammates may make fun of him for having one. Likewise, meet Michelle, a 38-year-old mother of 2. Michelle's homemaker lifestyle has caused her to become very involved in her children's lives, and it just so happens that her daughter Katie was diagnosed with asthma. Michelle is very concerned with how self-conscious Katie is about her inhaler use, and she knows a more customizable option would reduce any stigma associated.
So in developing our business model, we sought to develop a model that would allow us to gain traction in a very competitive industry. Now, we understand that it would be difficult to disrupt the current infrastructure of large pharmaceutical companies. However, by entering into a joint venture with a company that is looking to enter the inhaler industry, we'd be able to take advantage of our proprietary technology along with their infrastructure for the medical canister. Based on preliminary research, we found that Sanofi, Eli Lilly and Company, as well as Johnson & Johnson are optimal partners. Under the terms of a potential agreement, Innoware and the partner would split all profits and expenses 40% to 60% due to the larger resources of the partner. Now, in addition, the partner would be responsible for the medical canister, while we would be responsible for the actuator. After production in a joint venture facility, we would be primed for distribution in the local Long Island, New York City area. Now, the Snap-on cases would not be part of the joint venture, but would be worked into the agreement as a percentage at around 15% to allow for that Snap-on case bundle.
So year one of our marketing plan will consist of website development under the URL myinnovare.com, and the website will serve as a major stream of advertisement and education to the public of our mission, goals, and our products. At the New York City Medical Device Expo, we will display and demonstrate our products to potential buyers. Instagram and ZocDoc advertisements will also begin in year one to serve as cost-effective means of advertisement. And finally, pediatric doctors' offices will be contacted in the New York City and Long Island area for direct marketing to those who actually prescribe this medication.
So to break down the cost of our year one marketing plan, we expect to run Instagram ads and ZocDoc ads exactly $62,500 and $20,800 respectively at a cost of 75 cents and 90 cents respectively. To speak more of the New York City Medical booth, we anticipate having a booth that's 50 square feet and at $125 per square foot, that's amounts to $6,250. And the promotion to doctors is a responsibility of the CMO, so costs won't go beyond salary.
Now, following our first year of marketing, we are also looking for our marketing year plan 2 to be more about gaining market traction within the market. So we're going to begin by running advertisements in Parent Magazine. This is a magazine that focuses on teaching parents on how to grow up with their children, how to create an active lifestyle for them. Next up, we're also going to develop school partnerships within New York City, and then we're going to develop them more.
Now, in year 3, we're looking towards expansion and developing our brand as a whole within the nation. First, we're going to begin by reinventing our website. Now, with a better user interface, we'll be able to ensure that our brand will get greater market traction within the markets. We'd also like to expand our school partnerships by about 50% to, again, make sure that we're reaching our target demographic. Finally, we'd like to reach out to some Instagram influencers, such as most notably Pink, who would provide us with greater brand responsibility within the greater markets. Now, with this, we understand that Pink is known as a mother that has a great connection to asthma, being that she herself has asthma and is a mother herself.
So looking at the projected costs made by Innoware, they were based off of industry averages as well as the specific needs of our company. The 3 main costs revolve around professional fees for hiring an intellectual property attorney, advertising costs, and research and development. Taking into account all our costs, our total budget comes up to just over $210,000, and it also takes into account just under $20,000 for unexpected fees. Looking at our profit projections, they were based off of 50% sales growth and economies of scale to reduce costs. So in year 1, we had a near even break at just under $9,000. There's exponential growth to just under $140,000 and $240,000 in year 3. Although this is rapid growth, it is not unprecedented for a startup in our industry.
Now, we also look towards determining key additional financial metrics that would provide us with greater insight into our market. First, we looked at developing our cost per acquisition. For this, we saw that with our first-year marketing plan, as well as our first-year customer base, we have around $4 per customer. Next, we determined our burn rate. Being that we hope to get through the startup loan within the first 13 months of business, we determined that our burn rate would be around $16,500 per month. Next, with our average revenue per user, we determined that most of our users would buy a single Snap-on case bundle, as well as an additional Snap-on case at around 50% of consumers buying that additional one. Finally, we've determined that our return on investment would be around 28% for our judges, as again, we find that we determined this based off of historical data as well as our profit projections for the first several years.
So Innoware intends to have a widespread social impact by altering the perception of inhalers, supporting charitable organizations such as Keep America Beautiful, and supporting medical technology initiatives in inner-city schools as well.
So to sustain our business, we've developed alternate strategies, as well as potential exit strategies. If a joint venture license with a partner company is not feasible, we go to a pharmaceutical company that already produces inhalers to attempt to integrate into their supply chain through a product trade licensing deal. If this doesn't work, we will sell directly to consumers via local pharmacies. As we gain more market traction, we would be primed for a partnership with a larger company. We've also determined an exit strategy that would allow us to maximize our financial return and increase consumer awareness. Innerwear could be acquired by a large pharmaceutical company, primarily for our intellectual property.
Now, in year 1, we intend to solely focus on the New York City and Long Island area. By year 3, we are confident we can expand to 10 cities in the East Coast, and by year 2025, we're confident that we can expand to 30 cities nationwide with a focus solely online.
Now, as our company expands, we also would like our product line to expand as well. We're going to start by expanding the personal cases that we have. So far we only have 3 for the first year, but hopefully within the next couple of years we can have more cases to cater towards everybody's individuality. Next up, the premium models of the snap-on cases, and this will be used to open up our demographic more and market towards people who also expansion into other customized medical devices like the EpiPens, insulin pumps, and things of that nature.
And so, Cheyenne, just imagine, you buy your new inhaler through Innerwear. With your sleek stainless steel actuator, you're reducing your annual actuator disposal by 11 actuators. Over the next 10 years, with a biannual replacement, you'll ensure that you're reducing that by 115, or 0.7 pounds of plastic. Just with our first 3 years of customers, you'll ensure that you're reducing that number greatly, and we'll have around 0.56 tons of plastic reduced nationwide. Now, at the end of the day, with Innerwear, the possibilities are endless, as we have the potential to completely reinvent this industry. We look forward to working to making sure that we're saving Earth while increasing the individuality of our consumers. Most importantly, we look forward to working with you to innovate the inhaler industry one breath at a time. So please,
Take a breath
and join us on this revolutionary journey.